It's time for Happy Tappe Home Tips
I'm so happy about this.
with Luke Tappe of Davis and Freeze Realtors
Happy.
on 97.9 Kick FM.
Yes, it is time to bring on our realtor expert, Mr. Luke Tappe. Good morning.
Good morning, Sam. How are you?
Good. He was just laughing at me because I put up my Christmas trees this weekend, and the one I just bought, he's like, "Is that your main one?" I was like, "No."
No. He said no. How many trees do you have?
I have 4, but I have 3 little ones on
Oh
the toilet
gosh.
seats or the
On the toilet
tank.
seat?
Tanks of each, a
okay.
little
The
tree.
tank is better. You don't have to move the tree every time. Okay.
Okay. Which brings us to what we really want to talk about, that it's okay to trade for Thanksgiving and Christmas when you're selling a house. In fact, it kind of makes it even more desirable.
You know, it really does. I mean, the holiday spirit is well and alive, and it just kind of puts everybody in a good spirit,
Yeah.
and, just a happy place.
Yeah.
And, hey, if you want to decorate, go for it.
Go for it.
For some of you out there listening, maybe don't do it if you don't want to. But, people, they try to, stretch the fall as long as they can, and that's fine too. I know some people that leave their Christmas stuff up the month of January, and that's fine too. I mean, we kind of get into these seasons, and there's no law, there's no rule. I mean, it's your home. Make it homey, make it, and I think the holiday season, kind of just really, just exuberates who we are, and it's just a happy time of year.
Yeah, put those Christmas lights on the house, and while you're up there, clean
While
up
you're
those
up there.
gutters. It's
Yes.
going to be really nice this week, and it just gives, just spruce up the outside of the house too.
Exactly. That's something that we all forget too. I mean, with the leaves coming down the way they are, I mean, maybe about 2-3 weeks ago, I cleaned my gutters, and then I looked up again, and it needs it again.
Yeah.
So before the rain came, I was there Friday morning real quick, blowing them out again. But just make sure those gutters are clean, guys, because, I mean, that water's got to have somewhere to go.
Mm-hmm.
If the leaves are blocking it, I mean, it's going to go over the gutter. It's going to fall right next to the foundation, and then you're going to have a wet basement and all of that fun stuff. I mean, it's not fun.
It is not fun. I've had basements that
I
leak.
have
It's
too,
not
and
fun.
that's why I get up there and I just make sure those gutters are clean. It's time to cover up that outside AC unit as well. Kind of tuck it in for the winter. Get your HVAC service. That's huge. I mean, if you're using a gas furnace and things, I mean, I would hate for somebody to have CO2. It's just get everything cleaned out.
It's nice too when you bring in a potential buyer. You can look on the HVAC system. You it was
just service.
It was just service, so everything's good.
You wouldn't believe how many houses I show that we get out our cell phones and a flashlight, and we're looking on the furnace, and so buyers are going to look at that thing. So if you're out there, and if you have a reputable HVAC company, I mean, they're going to write on that sticker, and buyers look at that. So it's always good to have that service so they can see that history.
Yeah.
They're going to look at that, and water heater age, things like that.
It all counts.
It all counts. I mean, all of these things add up, and
Yeah, and it's so nice to know too, as a potential buyer, that when you check these things, you know that the current owner is taking care of it, which means they've taken care of the house. Kind of all comes together.
It all comes together. And one thing that people look at too is the furnace filter. A lot of buyers, they'll pull them out and be like, "Ugh, this thing hasn't been changed in forever." So just get down there, make sure that furnace filter's changed. I mean, these are all things that I'm going to tell you if you call me.
Yeah.
You call a reputable realtor. We're gonna know the things to look for. We're gonna tell you the little things that you can do. Paint here.
Little goes a long way.
A little goes a long way. It really does. And it leads me right back to, decorations. The first thing you want to do, and I've said this over and over, as soon as a buyer walks in your front door, you attract their sense of smell. That's the first sense that they look at. And then it's sight, and, they're looking around. And but if you can get them, through that door.
The crock pot comes in handy, let me tell you.
Exactly.
What.
Crock pot, cinnamon rolls.
Cinnamon roll, bake those cookies half an hour before you're going to have buyers.
Exactly. It really does.
I did it all, and it helped.
It does. It just makes everything, seem homey.
Sure.
And yeah.
So for all of these tips, or if you're listening out there, if you're looking to buy or sell, Luke, how can people get a hold of you?
Sam, we would love to help everyone out there with your buying and selling. We're located at 232 Broadway Street, Davis and Freeze Incorporated Realtors. We're licensed on both sides of the river. So for everybody in Missouri and Illinois, we would love to help you. Give us a call, 1-7-223-9700. You can find us on Facebook all day, every day.
You know, and a side job, I just need to be a professional Christmas tree decorator.
Yeah, I think you do. Just don't.
Will you hire me?
You know, I would hire you for every listing. Sam's going to come in and she's going to put Christmas trees on the backs of your toilets. And
I need a ladder, but I'm pretty good.
Yeah, we'll get you a ladder. I'll get you a ladder.
All right. Luke, thanks so much. Have a great week.
Hey, you too, Sam. All right.